Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Queens Rise Up. You know how we do. This is Queen Rise Up Women Empowerment. And what we do around here, we empower you. Who? That woman to do what? To know her worth and her value. Queen, listen, when you get up this morning, make the devil, M-A-D, devil mad that you're up this morning, and make sure you have your foot on the jugular of his neck. Do you hear me? It is time to get up, shake the dust off, rise and shine, move up, go out. Listen, it is time. Listen, if you're joining me today for the first time, my name is Chantel C. Ross. This is Queen Rise Up, where we empower women to know their worth, because I believe if you teach them how to fish, they'll never go hungry again. Queen, get up. Listen to me. Get up, get up, get up, get up. If anything is in your way this morning, upon your getting up, ask God to help you. Listen to me. Listen, Lord, I need help in this area. I am struggling. Listen to me. But whatever you do, don't you give up. Do you hear me? Keep going, keep pressing. And this is real talk. Even in the struggle, listen to me, keep going. Even when calamity is in the midst, keep going, keep pressing. But it's going to be up to you. And this is real talk. Listen, get up this morning. When you put your foot on the jugular of the neck of the enemy, you say what God says. Listen to me. Declare over your life that you are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. That you are more than a conqueror. That you can do all things through who? Somebody say through Christ. Not my own strength, not my own ability, not my own intellect, not my own excellence. Listen to me, but through Christ, you can do all things. I need you to get up this morning. Listen, because this morning, listen, somebody say, I'm getting ready to finish this one. Say, finish it. You got to finish it. Get up and declare over your life that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. Not just made, but you're fearfully and wonderfully made. And this is real talk. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Get up and declare this morning. Listen to me, I am sitting in heavenly places. Decree and declare over your life this morning that my mind is like Christ. Even when it don't feel like it. It's by faith and not by sight. I need you to get up this morning, because somebody said, oh, I'm going to finish this one. You got to finish it. And in order to finish it, you got to keep your mind has to constantly be being renewed for transformation. Somebody said, oh, I'm going to finish this one. You got to finish it. Whatever the assignment is, I'm going to finish it. Whatever the purpose is, I'm going to finish it. Whatever that thing that you've been given to do, or that thing that you started. Somebody said, declare this morning, said, I will finish it. And this is real talk. But sometimes to finish it, it's going to test you. It's going to try you, but you got to finish it this time. What is it that you dreamed of? Or what is that you got your hand on? What is it? But you got somebody say, oh, good morning, Queens. I got to finish it. Somebody say, I got to finish it. Listen to me. I'm a lock and load this morning. Oh, come on. I will finish it. Oh, don't start nothing, Valerie, this morning. Come on. Someone say, oh, wait a minute. She said, I declare this morning, I will finish it. Good morning, Queen, because sometimes we have a habit of starting. We start out good, but we lose the momentum. Come on, you got to finish this one so God can get the glory. How can he get the glory out of something that we won't even keep pursuing, or we won't say, matter of fact, we'll finish it. Somebody said, God, you get the glory out of this one. Paul said, listen, Lord, I fought a good fight. You better fight a good fight. Don't start now, fight a good fight. Listen to me, whether it's your salvation, whether it's taking care of the arenas in your life, they could be big or small. But this one, this 2024, put your hands to the plow and don't look back, so God can get the glory out of it. So what is it in your hand today that you have? What is it that needs to get done? What is it that you want to pursue so God can get the glory out of it? But if you quit, how can he get the glory out of something if you don't stay in the race? 2 Timothy 4:17, he said, listen, I have fought a good fight. I don't know about you. I want my fight to be good and well worth it. I'm this kind of person. If I'm gonna get into something or go into anywhere, I'm going with everything, not just half of me. Listen to me. He said we must jump into the 18-wheeler mode. Come on, driving, flying. To see real talk. Nobody can fight the truth. I am living and standing on what God says only, period. And point blank, God says you're the head and not the tail, Jackie. You're above and not beneath. You are more than a conqueror. He said, listen, only what God says. He said, I've given you power and dominion and authority to tread upon the serpents and the scorpions that come into your life that want to stop you from getting to what God has already destined you. He said, listen, Paul said, listen, I fought a good fight. Queens, I don't know about you, but I want my fight to be, you know what, be a whale fight, a good fight, a fight that's been worth it. Do you hear me? Whether it's dealing with purpose, whether it's dealing with plans or goals or dreams. Somebody say, finish it. So this time I'm going to finish it. But you got to look at the things that has been in your way. And have there been repeat patterns of the things that have been in your way, stopping you from getting to your destination? You can't sleep on your hands in this season. You can't drag your feet. You got to finish it. Queen said, I will finish it. Matter of fact, I decree and declare that I will finish it. And the reason we'll be able to finish is because you're going to be able to, you're doing things through Christ who strengthens you. You're going to finish it because why? You have wings as an eagle, legs like a gazelle, and hinds feet. I will finish it. Come on, this morning, somebody said, I will finish it. Think about the things that you started, that you put down, that you stopped going because the going got tough. Or you stop going because wasn't nobody with you. Honey, you better learn how to use what you got until you get where you're going. I do it every single day, Queens. I promise you. You know, guys, don't mind my business. Live good. If ain't nobody doing nothing, I'm still finding things to plug into. And that's real talk. I refuse to lose. If nobody's saying nothing, I look for the resources that I need to get to the next part of the destination. And this is real talk. And I had to do credit repair. Can I just say that? So because I made a real big purchase. So now I need a little credit repair. You got to think about what you want. And right now, I'm doing really, 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 really good in the repairing part because I had at one time my credit was so good that I could do Wells Fargo. They were like, how did you do this? Because God was going to get the glory out of this. Come on, somebody said God's going to get the glory out of this. So now I'm trying to get back to the level in which I was in and beyond. Did you hear me? And I'm on the journey of recovery. And this is real talk. And the reason why I'm using that, because you got to use the basic things in your life. Are you in school? Are you building a project? Are you building a business? Where are you? Are you restoring your family? Are you trying to get your home? Somebody say, God, I will finish it this time. Relationships, where are you? Your marriages. Somebody say, oh, I will finish it, because I will finish it. Just not words to say because it's convenient. But listen to me. Because you want to see God to get the glory out of those areas of your life. You have to apply the principles. And this is real talk. So what is it you need repair on? What is it that you're pursuing? Where is it that you're going? What is it that you're working on? What is it that you put down that you need to pick up? What is it in your mantle or your mandate that God has given you that you stepped away from? Somebody said, this time I will finish it. Queens, you got to finish it this time. Yeah, the going's going to get tough. He even said that the enemy is going to try to intimidate. But you know what? Intimidation comes with the plan. He said, but don't fear them. I didn't give you the spirit of fear, but love, power, and that of a sound mind. He says this, let me get over here, Paul, because Paul said, I fought a good fight. I don't know about you, Queens. If I'm gonna go, let it be worth it. If I'm gonna do it, it got to be worth it. And that's real talk. He says, listen, he says, it's better to end a thing in its beginning and be patient in the spirit, than better than to be proud in the spirit. So it's better to end something than it is in the beginning. Come on, you're not gonna, you know what? He said, and be patient in the spirit, and it's better to be than to be proud in the spirit. So listen, in other words, count your cost out. If you realize, you know what, this need a little bit more time to get to, use the time you need to get to it. But whatever you do, be patient in the process. You know what? This is gonna take a little bit more time, a little bit more finances, a little bit more this, and maybe you need to go take care of that thing in the beginning to know that, you know what, I'm gonna need a little bit more resources. So let me just kind of be patient in the building process of it. But whatever you do, don't quit. And this is real talk. Don't be so proud that you can't, you know what, go back and pick up what you started. But this time you go back and you do it the right way. You do it with the right resources. You do it with the right mindset. And this is real talk. Queens, listen, this thing is up to you. 2024, you got to finish it. He says, better to end a thing in its beginning and be patient in spirit. And it's better than the proud in the spirit. Because sometimes we're trying to prove something to other people. This thing is about you today. How you finish it. Because the race isn't given to the swift or the strong, but the one that endures to the end. Do you know when you surrender, it's no longer living in inward man? You need the Lord to guide us through. And he does. Listen to me, every Queen, matter of fact, he says, Seek me first in everything. Oops. Maybe in your beginning, did you seek, Lord, let me seek you in this? Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. Have you sought him first? Queen, you know what? Even when it comes to, you know what their lives did for me? It didn't allow me to unrighteously judge TD Jakes, Queen, or anything like that, but it made me look at my own life. And it made me really reflect to see where I am, make sure my life is lined up, making sure that, I'm in my lane. When I looked at everybody, I was looking at all of them. I was looking at everyone, everyone lives when it came to that social media arena. Because the truth gonna be revealed. And I say this even that I'd rather get judged now than later at the end of the day when it comes to those who are very prominent. The same people that are in the limelight that has a major influence shout out just like we did at the end of the day, behind the scenes, with struggles, at the end of the day. But what you do, because the platforms that they carry is very, very, very prominent. But what that did for me, Jackie, can I tell you, as it went to TD Jakes, because he trained me, he raised me. I loved him to this day. I did. William Murphy, all of them. Can I just say this while I'm with you, while we talk about what that pulled my attention? Because I really don't talk a lot about that stuff that be going on. Y'all notice on over here on Queen Rise Up, I don't mess with TD Jakes. I don't mess with William Murphy. I see it all like you see it. I see all the cricket pastors. I see all of it. Absolutely, I do. I just don't infiltrate that stuff on my platform. I will speak on some things, but not all things. But when I see those things, I make my righteous judgment. But I check my life. Make sure what my grass look like. I check and make sure my mouth is right. Make sure my attitude is right. Make sure I ain't cussing and fussing. I'm telling you, making sure my home is together. Making sure my children are looking at examples in the home. Making sure I'm in tune with my family. And so it makes me look inward when I see those types of things. What kind of music am I listening to? Making sure it won't jeopardize. I'm telling you real talk. So I know, when to God be the glory, and God's going to get the truth out of it. When we're looking at them, even all of that, but what about our lives? How was your life? How was our life? While we're looking at them and judging them, for God got them, I promise you. It is what it is. God judgment will always come. And as it is with them, even with all of them that you mentioned, I'd rather get my judgment now than later. Do you hear me? Judge me now. Get this, do what you're gonna do now, but not on my eternal life. You understand? Go ahead and get this thing now, so we can get this right now before my eternal life takes place. But it should make us check to see who we are. Check and see, making sure we live in how we live in our life. Are we, a real talk? Those are big. The things that has been exposed has been big levels of sin. But what about the little bitty sins in our life? I mean, that equals that, and I think when it comes down to the money part, because God says to us, He's like, I give you power to get wealth. So what happened? We chase after that part. I gave you power to get wealth, so we run after it, and we want to be wealthy, because the scripture said we are new creatures. So I get why and how that so easily happened. I don't think money was their priority. It's just when they learned who they were, and then they maybe got a little carried away. Because just as I sit behind this desk, listen to me. Money is the lowest level of prosperity. It's the lowest level of prosperity, but it's part of God's plan as well. Do I want my piece of pie? Absolutely. Is it the first thing I want? No, it's not. But when you start renewing your mind, transforming, you realize that, you know what, you really can possess anything and everything. Good morning, Sister Pastor Tony. Listen, you can possess anything. Sometimes you get sidetracked. And when you start creating a world that how can I say this? If you start creating a lifestyle, and the lifestyle is created by the fish you caught, When them fish stop 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 sending coins, I'm telling you, it affects your lifestyle. So you got to keep things going to accommodate the lifestyle that you created, if that makes sense. So if you bought you a Bentley and the payment is, but the fish help you pay for the Bentley, then you got to keep the fish given to accommodate the lifestyle. So you really have to be careful on how you establish. Listen to me. Let me have a sip. That's that. Yeah, so I'm speaking to me because everybody will reap what they sow, and we will, Queen. Listen, I got exposed when I tried to be in the closet smoker. Oh, to the closet smokers, listen to me. Oh, they out there, honey. Listen to me. Let me have a sip. And I really believe listen, she says, it says, when I was running from the truth, real talk. Listen, I'd rather for it get exposed now than later. Deal with it now than later. You say no more. You say, I dropped the mic. Don't start nothing, Queen. Real talk. But listen, whatever God has given to you in this season, 2024, finish it. You know what? Maybe it's that thing that you are battling with. Finish it. Queens, I was just talking with Jackie real quick. She was having some good stuff in the room this morning. We're just talking about, the elite being exposed and, God revealing and taking the covers off some things, things in the closet. Don't start none. Sometimes we got closet. We live in things in the closet now. Deal with it. Finish it. Whether it's the deliverance, finish it. The process, finish it. He said, listen, fight a good fight. And this is real talk. So you can get to your destination. And remember, the race isn't given to the swift or the strong, but the one that endures to the end. Real talk. He says, listen, when you sometimes we exalt the problem over the reward, if I can say that. Don't you know, for the race that you're running, there is a reward. Now your reward, you may get a manifestation of it in the natural, but your reward is greater than what you can see. So I don't know what's in your hand, what God has put before you, what your goals are, what your intentions are, but finish it. Don't do like you did last time. You know what? Do something. You got to do something different. You got to go outside the box, outside the comfort zone. Maybe you need to get some help. Maybe some things that you need to expose that's been hidden too long. But whatever you do in this season, this 2024, finish it. Stop complaining. Finish it. Real talk, when you stop. Finish it. Stop complaining. When calamity comes, don't turn back. Press in. When the oppression faces you, just run it. Matter of fact, keep. Whenever you ever see the sportsmen when they're playing football, they run into each other. They don't run up. They run. Keep going. Now, you can't do the same thing. We can't do the same things we used to do and thinking we're going to get different results. You're going to have to come outside the box for this one. You might have to spend a little bit more money on this one. You might have to go to the next state for this one. I don't know what that is for you. But whatever you do, finish it so that God can get the glory out of it. Finish it. But you also have to make sure you're in the right thing, doing the right thing. Sometimes we do things that God hasn't told us to do. Let me have a sip. Sometimes we're doing things that God didn't tell us to do. We're trying to put God on what we want versus what God has already have in store for us. So ask God, God, is this for me? Is this what you have given this? Have you provisioned this for me? Because sometimes we can be in things and we're not supposed to be there. So ask that question. Am I in the right thing? Is my hand on the right plow? Is this what you're giving me? Somebody asked me a question the other day. They were like, how did you get here? They were like, did you pray to get here? I said, well, this place has been a part of my prayer. They were like, oh, okay, I see. Because I was praying for a family, I was praying for destiny, I was praying for certain things in my life to take place. Because whether you guys know it or not, I felt for a long time like I was just wandering. I didn't have a stable family, a spiritual family. I didn't have anybody I could connect with, but I needed God to get me into the right place, to the right family, and He has done that for me. So some things just be a part of your prayer life, if that makes sense. And I have a family now, and it feels really good to have a family. And I didn't have a family for a long 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24. I was there, but I didn't have the intimacy of having a spiritual family. Can I just say that? They were there, but I didn't feel the intimacy, if that makes sense. And now I have a family, but it took all those years to find a family with the level of intimacy that I was really looking for. So you could have prayed a prayer and then God brings that thing to fruition. And then you got to know that it's that moment, that time, that place, that season, and that is real talk. It says, warriors of God, wake up knowing it's a daily fight. We must stand through it all because we are possessive. Everything is for God. We die for God. We live for God. So we shall glorify Him in the end. And we will, Jackie. And the thing about it, we got to get to the end. We got to get to the end. And so getting to the end means we have to live life. We have everyday life, giving glory in our finances, giving glory in our health, giving glory in our conversations, giving Him glory in our friendships, giving glory in our marriages, giving glory in all the things in our life. Give Him glory in our attitudes and our dispositions, because there is an end. But before we get to the end, we got to get to it. And getting to it means, what is it that we wrestle with? What is it that we fight with? What is it in that regards? Because we have to still live while getting to the end. If we just keep looking at the end, but we got to get to the end. But getting to the end, let's give God the glory to it. And whatever that thing's to the end, make sure you finish it. So we finish it. I'm not living my whole life waiting just to get to I want some heaven on earth. I want to walk in kingdom principles until I get to the end. Listen, it's not to death. So what you do here now, you better fight a good fight. Fight a good fight. So let's do this, and we're gonna get out of here because I'm getting ready to go work on the other part of life. 2 Corinthians 8:11. He says, so now finish doing it well, so that your readiness in desiring it may be matched by your completing it out of what you have. Oh, wait a minute. Can I just do this some more? Hold on. Because you got to finish it. So he says, so now finish doing it as well, so that your readiness in desiring it, that thing that you desire, come on, that you want to finish, may be matched by your completing it out of what you have. Matter of fact, what a good day. Use what you got until you get where you're going. Listen, use what you have and use it well, so you can finish to get the thing that you are desiring. Queens, use what you got. But whatever you do, finish it. Whatever you have, whatever you started, finish. And finish well. Good morning, Queen. Finish it. Use what you have until you get the job done. Stay in your own lane. What has God given you? Listen, finish well. Queen, finish well. Woo! Finish well. integrity. Finish well. You got to be a finisher. And sometimes we have, a lot of times, when we start things and don't finish things, you have to ask yourself really what's going on. What's going on within? What's stopping you from finishing? Now, whether it can be capital, and that we understand capital just need a little bit more finances. That may be some of the portion. But if it's something, sometimes it's simple things. My daughter, she's 21. I always tell her, finish it. Finish it. Finish it. Finish it. It could be as simple as wash it, dry, and fold, and finish it. Because in all of that, he's teaching principles. Finish it. Wash, fold, wash, dry, and fold. Finish it. Because sometimes we can't finish the small things, but we can do the big things. What is it in the detail things that you can't complete? I use everything in my life, I'm telling you, as opportunity for God to teach, to train, that I can go past my just my feelings. Because sometimes you don't want to do something, but it needs to get done. Finish and finish well. Be a finisher, real talk. This time, finish it. And we're waiting on God. No, he's waiting on us. I said the other day, you know how a runner get in the race and they say, get mark on your mark, get ready, set. We get on our mark, we get ready, we set. Now you have to go. And when the runner is running, whether you're the last man coming in, don't you know they got to finish that race? Knowing that they have already lost, excuse me, knowing that they have already lost. But because they crossed the finish line, they still won. They still got to keep running. And they got to cross the finish line. No matter how hard, even if they know they're the last one, but they have to finish the race. Get in your lane. Get in your pace. Finish well. And maybe your start was bumpy, but along the way, you learned how to do things a little bit differently. Finish the race. And Queen, you said it very well. Finish well. Everyone in this room has a lane. Everyone in this room have purpose. You have a destiny. But what you do, make sure you finish it. And finish well. I love it. Finish well. Now, with that being said, I'm getting ready to go and do my 30 minutes of self-love. I started that thing, and I'm going to finish well. Do you hear me? I started Queen Rise Up. I will finish well. Let me help you. I started Live Good. I will finish well. I started, listen to me, Restoration and Building My Family. Again, I will finish well. I'm starting in the ministry. I will finish well. Do you hear me? Finish it. I don't know what's on your table. I am right now reconstruction, cut my credit because I made a real big purchase that I just had to start over again. Finish well. And I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are. What's in your hand to do? But finish well. If you're working on an area of your life in a level of deliverance, finish well. Paul said, I fought a good fight. Fight a good fight. Let it be worth it. And that is real talk. Guys, I got a few minutes to get over to the other side, and I need to really be on time. But listen, I want to thank you for joining me today, this Friday, and I don't know what that thing is in your hand today. but finish well. And I love it. Can I just say this? Because to finish well, you don't have to have a bad attitude. You don't have to be negative. You don't have to do anything that's going to allow you to compromise who God says you are to finish well. Be renewing your mind so you'll be transformed. Finish well. Finish well. Don't get mad at other people. This is based on where God is taking you, because no one's going. No, this is yours. This is for you. You got to take a step. No, what they said, nothing just happens. You say, stay joyful. Absolutely. I'm always excited. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Lord, but I thank you. So finish. Finish it. Finish it. Finish it. I told the queen the other day, just do it. And she been going ever since. Just do it. Because fear had her paralyzed. No, just do it. Now she off the chain. Oh, excuse me. Sometimes you got to just do it. Guys, I love you. I got a few minutes to get started over on TikTok. I'm going to try to share over here 30 minutes of self-love. Thank you for joining me this morning. Make sure if you don't have your membership with Live Good, please go get your membership. I'm telling you, everything in Live Good the human body needs. We did it right. We did it well. We did it with quality, and it was intentional. So make sure that you go get your membership. The links are all over this page. Get your membership for $9.95 a month so you can get all your health and needs supplements met. Because you got to fight. It's a good fight. You're going to fight you spiritually, and you take care of your body in the interim. Guys, I got to get up out of here. Know that I love you. Be blessed. Have an amazing weekend. Listen, God is love. If you ain't walking in love, you might scratch. Don't start nothing, Jackie. Guys, know that I love you. Be blessed. And I'll see you on the other side. I got to get up over there. Know that I love you. Have an amazing weekend. God bless you.